Yo, what's up there, guys? Dr. Philhan. Today is the first episode of our brand new GM mode, or be a GM in NHL 14. So I'm not going to say the team right now. You're going to find out in a couple of seconds, but let's start it up. There was a lot of debating on this of which team I should do. I wanted to do a lot of teams, but the team in the end that I picked was a team that's good right now, but that could possibly get a rebuild in the future. So you'll find out in a couple of seconds. Just let me be a gem length. Okay, 25. Regular season, hardcore, yeah, okay, don't need all this shit. Okay, we'll keep it on medium. CPU trades, waivers, yes, starting roster, yes, fantasy, no, okay, yes, sir. Wait, what was the last one? Auto-signed free agents, whether CPU, no, okay, whatever. Rules, delayed, yeah, blah, whatever. Advance, and we'll go to new. We'll go to minimal. This will keep off, and then, yes, yes, you never have to worry about managing. No, we'll leave it to no, and I want to edit my own lines, and if my assistant coach, yeah, okay, we'll do like that. If I have to bring in my assistant coach, then I can put my assistant coach on to edit the lines, but for now, I'm going to make my, my lines. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so like I said, the team that I wanted to do, it's a good team right now, and it's a strong roster, but in the future, they're probably going to get weak, and they're going to need a rebuild, so let me just do this, let me do this. There we go, doctor, and we'll go feel hot, because, you know, that's my gamer tag, feel hot. Dr. Feel hot, so yes. So first of all, I wanted to do Tampa Bay, but I'm like, yeah, I'll do Tampa Bay another time, and I'll probably be in NHL 15. Probably the first GM mode that I'm going to do in NHL 15 will be Tampa Bay Lightning, but the two team I was debating on was probably either Anaheim Ducks or the Boston Bruins, and in the end, I picked the Boston Bruin. And look at their salary cap available, minus 10 million, so, you know, shit's going to go down. So I picked the Boston Bruins because, you know, they have a pretty good roster. Like I said, they have a pretty good roster now. But in the future, some of their players are going to retire. Like Chara, he's one of their top players. He's going to retire, and they're going to need a rebuild. So they need those young prospects. And also, you know, I picked them. And it might be a challenge because look at their salary cap availability. And it's at minus 10 mil. So, you know, you got to get rid of some players. So let's just go advance. One or more teams with salary cap. CPU will automatically fix teams. We'll do that because I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll see. So this episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a look at the rosters, do some lines maybe, and just say some trade rumors. And probably the first trade rumor is gonna be Zdeno Chara. I know he's a pretty good defense. Okay, we'll just create GM. Back, BGM 3, space. We'll just go cap. We'll just go Boston. Okay, so like I said, the first trade rumor is probably going to be Zdeno Chara. If I can go look at the roster right now. Let's go GM option. Let's see what the CPU did to our roster. Okie dokie, there you go. So, overall. Yeah, so he's 36, Zdeno Chara. He's got a couple of years left on his contract, so that'll probably be the first trade rumor. Because, you know, he's old. He's going to retire any year now, so he might get traded. But what I want to do is I want to go into in-depth. So let's just go look. Let's go look if Boston has any prospects. So let's go check. Okay, so Lucci, he's about to end. Okay, so they got Dougie Hamilton. They have this Riley Smith guy, and that's about it on their main roster. What about on their other roster in the Sista? Was it Seth Griffin? Nothing too bad. Joe Morrow, two-way defender. Okay, so nothing that good. Okay, so the only prospect they actually have, or not the only player that they actually have that's good in the future is Seth Griffith. The only good player they actually have is Doug Hamilton. If I go look at their goalies, they got Malcolm Subban also, but he might take some time to actually get better. And what about, they got Tuukka Rask, obviously. So yeah, so the only players that they actually have is Malcolm Subban that could be a goalie of the future in the system. Yeah, they have no backup goalie whatsoever, and they got Dougie Hamilton. So now let's go look in depth of everything. So forwards got Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci, Milan Lucic, Brad Marchand, Louis Eriksson, Iginla, Riley Smith, Chris Kelly, Daniel Paille. Okay, so a lot of these guys are gonna need to be re-signed next year, especially this Riley Smith guy. He's probably gonna want some cash, so we're gonna have to look out for him. But right now we have our roster looks pretty. It's okay, but probably one of the players I'm gonna trade is Iginla because we don't need him whatsoever, and we can probably get a first round out of him depending what his trade value is. And Sean Thornton I'm going to keep because he has a really good physical category. And you need that tough guy in that fourth line. So I'm going to keep. And probably the next guy I'm going to trade. Okay, where is it? Probably going to be, again, probably Chris Kelly. Let's see what's his stats. Okay, his face-offs are really good. So never mind about that. Keep him for a face-off guy. Pretty young roster also. Not that young, but still really young. So yeah, so probably Iginla, and that's about it. Same, and Zdeno Chara. That's about it for players I'm gonna trade. Centers, we got 4 centers. Okay, left wing, yes sir. Right wingers, yep. Okay, so we're good. About Louis Eriksson, pretty good. So let's just go check our defenseman. Zdeno Chara, yes, he's a guy that's gotta go. Well, not gotta go, but you know, he's gotta. Yeah, we're gonna start thinking about him like, okay, he can possibly go, and if we don't trade him this season, he'll probably get traded in the entry draft. So yeah, so let's go check Seidenberg. Also, a lot of defensive defensemen. Yeah, so we have 1 offensive defenseman. If I go look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so there's a lot of defensive defensemen, so I think Seidenberg can be one of the guys that can actually go, and probably will be traded for probably a prospect defenseman. Probably a young defenseman that probably has like 4 stars or something like that. I don't know, just trade rumors right now. But Seidenberg will probably be going. Get rid of 1 defensive defenseman. Probably get a 2-way defender or offensive defenseman. So there goes for a defenseman. Goalies, Tuukka Rask, and we need a backup goaltender. We really need one because if Tuukka Rask doesn't play good, we have no one else to rely on. So that's going to be one of the players we're going to have to go look at. So let's just go do our trade block right now. Okay, trade block. Okay, let's just go check. We're going to forwards. Who do we need for forwards? I think we're going to need a 3rd line checking. We'll just go like this. Yeah, they need some body, so we'll just go like this. Potential range, we'll put it at 3 stars, and we'll put it at, no, not skating, put a physical category like 4.5, and defensive category probably like 4. Okay, so goalie wise, we're gonna need a backup goaltender. Probably between the ages of 17 and 27. Yes. 27. Probably do like this. And then also we need a defense. We're going to need a top 6. Young age. Probably more of an offensive category than a defensive category. So we're going to go like this. Go like this. And then more likely we'll okay, Okay, so skating wise, we need some speed, so probably 4 senses. We'll put it at 4. Puck skills, put it at 4, and shooting, put it at 4. Defense, I don't really care, and physical, yeah, defense we could probably put it at 4 also. And yeah, okay, so physical doesn't really matter, but let's just go check if there's someone. Yeah, okay, so Seth Jones is the guy to get. You think he's a 280, yeah, 280 defender. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, could be good to get. Probably gonna want a lot of money in the near future, but he's one of the guys that we're probably gonna get. Was it Nick Leddy? Yeah, Nick Leddy, offensive defenseman. Got some speed in him. Senses are really good, except that poise, but still good. So yeah, so offensive defenseman. What was it? Jonas Brody? No, nothing. And Jacob Kindle? No, nothing special. So Nick Leddy probably is the most realistic guy to get right now. What about Zach Cashin? No, Kyle Clifford. Kyle Clifford I'll probably want to get. Like I'm just throwing out ideas right now, but Kyle Clifford. Yeah, he's like a Sean Thorne. Yeah, okay, what about backup goaltender? Probably get the lowest that we can get. Markstrom, no. Okay, so no one that's actually young. And current picks we'll put obviously first round, because we always want first round. Okay. Whoopsies, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so what are you doing, Boston? What are you doing? So Chara, his trade value is still up, so we'll probably, I don't know if we're gonna trade him now or if we're gonna trade him in the future. But okay, so again, let's toss some trade value, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna keep it for this season. Then in the draft we'll trade him to move up a couple spots depending where we land this season. Okay, so where did I want to go? I wanted to get Steinberg. Steinberg, there you go. Steinberg still got a really good trade value also. But yeah, so okay, so let's just go look at our lines. But overall, I think our roster is good, but players we can get rid of, like some of the older guys. But I think I'm gonna keep Zdeno Chara. Because like I said, our roster is actually, it's not that bad. It's just we got everyone. The only thing that we need to get is a backup goaltender and probably a good two-way defender or an offensive defenseman. Because our defensemen, they're good, but we have a lot of defensive defensemen, and all we have is Andre Mazzaros. That's about it, and Torrey Krug. Yeah, we got Doug Hamilton also, but like Mazzaros is the only thing we got to an offensive defenseman. That's close enough. That's actually up there and is ready to play in the NHL. But other than that, Hamilton. So I think we really need to get is a backup goaltender and an offensive defenseman. Because if you look at it, really no prospects. Like, yeah, so all of Boston's prospects are either they're in the NHL or like that one they have Malcolm Subban, and that's about it. And they got Dougie Hamilton, which is already playing in the NHL. So we have a future goaltender with Tuukka Rask, but we can probably get a backup goaltender that's we could probably get one that's older. So let's just go look at the trading block and probably put that higher to, let's just say 35. Steve Mason, maybe Steve Mason. No, we need one that's little. Okay, let's just go put that down a little bit. Give us more options. Yeah, there you go. Let's go look age-wise. Let's go check age 26. Backman, backup. What's his overall? Like, I don't want someone that's could possibly be a future starting goaltender, but probably someone that we need for a while, but that we can probably trade in the future. So yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Okay, so now let's go do our lines really quick. So when we get our new players, we will probably, we'll just put them in, fill in the spots. So let's go look. Our first line: Patrice Bergeron, Louis Eriksson, and Brad Marchand. And I did not know Louis Eriksson was a two-way forward. I thought he was more of a playmaker or sniper. But that's just my 2 cents on that. Okay, so a lot of two-way forwards. But what I'm going to do, Louis Eriksson, Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron will stay on that first line. But what we're going to do is we're going to switch them with there's no scoring. What about Brad Marchand? What's his stats? Good overall. Good overall. But we're going to bring, I think it's Riley Smith on the first line. I don't know why I did that, but I think it's Riley Smith. Yeah, Riley Smith. We'll put him on the first line instead of Louis Eriksson, and we'll leave it at that. Second line will be Brad Marchand, David Krejci, and Louis Eriksson. Ooh, I almost said his name wrong. Okay, Patrice Bergeron, Riley Smith, and Milan Lucic. Brad Marchand, strong second line, but what I'm probably gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. Then Riley Smith will be with David Krejci and Brad Marchand to get that playmaker. And that sniper on that second line with Brad Marchand that has a surprisingly good physical category. And then we got Chris Kelly, Jerome McGinley, and Daniel Paille. Okay, so it's there. Then you got Gregory Campbell, Caro, and Sean Thornton on that deadly fourth line that has body. Yeah, so that's a fourth line. You got all body except Caro that could. Let's see who's scratched anyways. No. Dougie Hamilton scratched. I don't know what the hell they're smoking, but scratch. Okay, so we'll leave it at this. I think all our centers have really good face-offs. 95, Krejci was, what was he? He was 85. 90 for Chris Kelly and Gregory Campbell. 75. So every one of our centermen are actually good for face-offs. And defensive-wise, Chara, Seinberg, Boychuk, McQuaid. Torrey Krug will switch up with Dougie Hamilton. That's just what we're going to do. And we'll leave it at that. A lot of defensive defensemen, that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, so probably Seinberg will be traded. Really, really early thoughts. But there you go. And then power play, we'll go David Krejci. Where's Patrice Bergeron? Patrice Bergeron. David Krejci, Brad Marchand will be switched. There's no snipers. I don't know why. But I think, like, I don't know why you're not playing Riley Smith. Like, he's got a good future guy for scoring. So, power play, the guy I can actually get rid of is Chris Kelly. He's got a really good face-off. So, we'll keep him for center. And then Louis Eriksson, Milan Lucic, Brad Marchand. We'll probably remove. I don't know. I really want to remove Louis Eriksson and probably. Yeah, we'll remove Louis Eriksson. We'll play this Riley Smith, and then we'll leave it at Chara, Krug. Krug should be scratched. What's his shooting category, anyways? Shooting category is not that bad, but I think I'll put in Dougie Hamilton instead. So where is he? Torrey Krug, yes. Dougie Hamilton will be switched up. I think shooting category is it's not that bad. What is it at? Okay. We'll switch it like this. Okay, so 4-man power play. Mazzaros. Where are you there? Where are you, Hamilton? Krejci, Bergeron, Marchand, and Chris Kelly. Bergeron can take the face-off instead. Keep it at this. Another thing that I noticed that there's not a lot of snipers on that team. So, probably gonna need to get a sniper also. Well, a lot of good defensive, like offensive. A lot of good at two-way forwards, like Patrice Bergeron, really good defensive category. David Krejci, really good defensive category. Chris Kelly, another good defensive category. And you got like Louis Eriksson, really good defensive category. So, this team is good defensive-wise. But other than that, what is Dougie Hamilton? What does he have for defensive? 83, so not that bad. He's got time to develop. Okay, so where were we? Okay, 3-man power penalty kill, 4-on-4. Yes, yes. And then we'll switch up Louis Eriksson with Riley Smith, and we'll put in Dougie Hamilton. Where are you, Dougie Hamilton? Dougie Hamilton. And then extra attacker, Chara. Chara for extra attacker. Bergeron. Okay, there you go. Goalies. Yes, Rask. Shootout. Again, that will be switched, obviously, for Riley Smith. And yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, so for this one, we'll just probably do best lines. We'll just do best lines 1, best lines 2, and then goalies. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we really need a backup goaltender. We really need a two-way defender, and also we need a sniper. So that's 3 things that we possibly have to think of. But those are just trade rumors. I'll just go look. First, just want to check jersey numbers. Who's captain? Who's not? Chara, Bergeron. Okay, yeah, so that's good. Alright, go look at the trade. Let's go look at the trading block right now. GM option, and then trade negotiation, and go trading block. So here's our trading block. Just give me some recommendations which player I should get. But I think I have a good idea which I should get. So, guys, please subscribe, and, well, enjoy the series because this is going to be a good one. So, I'll see you next time. So, bye-bye.